we have to go back in time and cover a location
Okay.
that we went to.
Do we need to get the DeLorean?
I don't know. Hello there, Parapeeps, and welcome to another episode of Our Haunted Travels. I'm your host, Sean Donnelly.
I'm your co-host, Mary Ann Donnelly.
In this video, we are going to tell you about Kill Devil Hill.
That place is haunted?
Oh, yeah, it is.
All right.
Oh, so we've been to the house of the Wright Brothers. We've been to the bicycle shop of the Wright Brothers. We've seen the 1905 flyer. We've been to the gravesite of the Wright Brothers. And you have seen all those videos.
Yes,
they're all out there already.
And if you haven't, I'm sure that Sean will definitely put some links for you.
Yeah, I'll put links down in the description. However, before we went to all those, in 2006, we went to Kill Devil Hill and actually saw where they did the experiments in the first flight that took place.
We did.
It was never in the database because back then there were no paranormal claims to be found.
And there are now?
Oh, yeah, there is. So guess what? It's in the database.
All right.
And if it's in the database, we got to do a video about it.
All right, let's tell them about it then.
Okay, we are talking about Panic D number 2175. You see how that's like 2000 and this is recently added because I just recently found Paranormal.
All right.
2175. This is the Wright Brothers National Memorial, also known as Kill Devil Hill, all that stuff. It's located at 1000 North Croton Highway, Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina.
And yes, it is open to the public.
Yes, it is. So, this was one of the... this was the second stop that we had on our honeymoon. Second or third? Third.
Okay.
I don't know.
It definitely wasn't.
It was
the
before
first.
we started heading south. Like we went over and
yeah,
we drove along the coast and we said, "Oh, Kill Devil Hill, we got to go there."
Yes.
Right?
Absolutely had to go here.
It was pretty neat.
It was. It was definitely cool, and they had some really cool displays so that you could actually see. Okay, this is where the first version and the second version, and this is the one that actually flew.
Why don't we tell them a little bit about a history, and maybe we'll show them some of those displays in the history video.
Okay.
All right, so watch this. We'll be right back.
The Wright Brothers National Memorial, located in Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina, commemorates the first successful, sustained powered flights in a heavier-than-air machine. From 1900 to 1903, Wilbur and Orville Wright went there from Dayton, Ohio, based on information from the U.S. Weather Bureau about the area's steady winds. They also valued the privacy provided by this location, which in the early 20th century was quite remote from major population centers. Authorized as the Kill Devil Hill Monument on March 2nd of 1927, it was transferred from the War Department to the National Park Service on August 10th of 1933. Congress renamed it and designated it a national memorial on December 4th of 1953. As with all historic areas administered by the National Park Service, the National Memorial was listed on the National Register of Historic Places on October 15th of 1966. The memorial's visitor center, designed by Erman Mitchell and Romaldo Giurgola, was designated a National Historic Landmark on January 3rd of 2001. The memorial is co-managed with two other Outer Banks parks, Fort Raleigh National Historic Site and the Cape Hatteras National Seashore.
All right, so if you didn't know about this location, now you do.
That's right.
So why did they pick this spot? Do you remember?
Because it was secluded and the weather conditions were
weather
perfect.
was perfect for their gliders.
That's right.
Not in Dayton, Ohio.
No,
not so much.
Not quite.
No, but they were able to go up on top of that hill and glide down to test out their. Yeah, and we saw that too, in the bicycle shop. They actually built a wind tunnel where they were experimenting with lift and stuff like that, and then they went out there. They built them. No, they built them in Dayton at the bicycle shop, and they took them out there and assembled them, and pretty cool stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
Definitely.
But are you interested at all?
I do kind of want to hear about what these paranormal claims are because I love the history of the location. I think it's amazing what happened there and why they chose that place and everything. But now you've got me and my interest piqued.
Here's what I found. Close to Kitty Hawk, Kill Devil Hills is rumored to be haunted by the spirit of a woman who drowned or was killed in mysterious circumstances. Locals talk of hearing screams near the dunes at night with no one around. Some say she's searching for a lost child or husband.
Okay.
Though not widely reported ghost stories, some believe that the Wright Brothers Memorial and surrounding areas are watched over by the spirits of Orville and Wilbur Wright.
Okay, got to make sure that, this location stays historic.
I think if that was taking place, that would be residual. Probably.
Okay.
I would assume. Occasional tales mention shadowy figures or strange sensations at the memorial site at dusk.
We didn't stay there that late.
We didn't stay there that late, no.
Yeah, because it's kind of like in the middle of nowhere.
2006, we weren't really into ghosts and stuff back then.
No, but also, like, I don't think there was anything really nearby, so
no,
we decided not to stay there till dark.
Right.
So
no, we were driving.
We would definitely be gone before dusk.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So there you go. There's some paranormal stuff there.
All right.
Any more about our personal experiences?
I just loved being there at that momentous location where they had that first flight. I mean,
I remember climbing the hill.
Walk. Yeah, the hill. Yeah, it was a little.
It doesn't look like it when you're down below, but when you look up at that, when you're climbing it, it's like.
Yeah, because to get to the actual memorial, you have to climb a hill.
You have to climb that hill. Now that hill, we'll go back to this picture here. That hill's now covered in grass, and that's done purposely to protect the dunes from blowing away. But actually, it's a sand dune. It's just a big mound of sand. But they planted grass on it to keep it from blowing away and eroding and stuff like that. Especially with that memorial up on top of there, that would suck.
That would suck,
right? But yeah.
Yeah, I do remember that, and I also remember walking the flight path. That was really cool to be able to walk that flight path.
Yeah, and you're right. They have those different markers. Like this was the second attempt, the third attempt, and yeah, that was really cool. All right. Anything else you want to add?
Historic note. There's a picture that they took at that time. They actually had someone they were taking that picture, and so I forget which of them was flying it at that moment, but the other one is kind of on the side.
Well, let's pause for a second and find out.
Okay.
Okay, so the picture was in the history video, but I'll put it back up right now.
Okay.
So if you want to go ahead and talk about it.
Yeah, so this historic photo that was taken of the flight here, this one had Orville working the controls, and that is actually Wilbur standing next to it. He had just released his hold on there, and that's when the picture was snapped.
Yeah.
So.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
120 feet in 12 seconds.
Yeah.
This took place December 17th, 1903 at 10:35 a.m. The first flight. All right.
Okay.
So, I guess that'll wrap this location up.
Yep.
Okay, folks. Till next time.
Thanks for watching.
And happy hunting. Let us know if you like this video by hitting that thumbs up. Also, if you'd like to see more videos from us in the future, Support our channel by hitting that subscribe button and dinging that bell so you get notified the next time there's a video from Panic D Videos.
Thanks for watching.
Happy hunting!